Cool.
We doing an after show?
No.
Oh, I'll do one for a little bit if you want, but you guys don't have to.
No, I'm gonna hit the road.
Okay, that's fine.
Kevin, you want to hit the road?
I'm gonna hit the road. Do you want to do one?
I'll do it solo. You guys can just leave me here.
What would you like to do, Sean?
What? I'll do Skype calls, but if you guys want to take off, that's fine.
I'll do one Skype call.
Yeah,
Let's do one.
we'll see how this goes.
Okay, I need to get the footage off this computer anyways, and it takes forever, so I'll just do that while I'm waiting. So give me 1 second, and then.
What's that?
Hey, call us up. Whatever you want to talk about. Our life is like an open book. We'll talk about Trump, Hillary. Gary Johnson is in the news. He has a new quote. Gary Johnson,
Who's Gary Johnson?
third party candidate running for president.
Oh, what's the story?
He made this comment about Donald Trump.
Oh, what did he say?
What's his comment?
He said Donald Trump is a pussy
Oh!
grabber.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a cool comment, though.
Yeah.
And true, apparently.
And he'll tell him to his face.
All right, you got the computer. Let me go back real quick. The mouse is right there. Cool. And
Are you gonna tinkle or are you gonna shit?
Jesus Christ.
He didn't answer, ladies
No.
and gentlemen.
He didn't want to
He
say.
didn't say, so I'm guessing shit.
All right.
All right, who are we talking to? Should I use the mouse right here?
I need to
Oh.
do a couple things with the computer first, and then you can have it.
Oh, anything you want to talk to us about? It's an open call. What are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about your problems, your relationship problems, your sex life. We're gonna talk about what? Do you have a drug addiction that you need my help with quitting? I will help you. Call in. Let's talk about it. Do you have problems with the bully at school?
Ooh.
Do you need advice? Problems with a coworker? Is there a coworker that you have relationship problems with due to their drug addictions? We could talk about all of this.
All right. Doug, you can take the helm.
All right, let's see who we got here. Here we go. First up, let's talk to Mott Boy.
Hey, Mott Boy.
What's up,
Hey,
Mott Boy?
how's it going?
Good. That camera frame rate's really good.
Yeah, yeah,
really
nice.
nice camera.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Okay, so I got a quick question. What game do you think you bought and you got the best deal on, whether it be cheap or it was a game you were like, I don't know if this is going to be good, and you bought it and you loved it, or something like best deal you got from a game?
Best deal we ever got for a game.
You know what? For me, it was Marble Blast Ultra. I played that game so much, and I think it was like $3. The best. The
I
best.
think it was awesome.
Nice. That's a good question.
Yeah, it's I can't think of one right off the bat.
Yeah, you know what? I downloaded like so many games. They all kind of blur together. I don't remember the prices of them half the time. You know what? I'm gonna say free download this week. Transformers Devastation.
Whoa.
Good deal.
Wow.
How's it
Good
going?
deal. What about you?
The first one that pops in my mind was I waited till Doom was $20. That was the best $20 ever spent on a game.
Wow.
Loved that game. But again, that's my type of game. So I would not pay $60.
There you have
There
it.
you go.
What
What are you
about
calling
you,
it?
hot boy? What's the best deal you ever scored?
I don't know. When you brought up prices, I was thinking of Steam stuff. When there's always sales that stuff is like $2.50, and it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, like Terraria and Binding of Isaac, those are great games. I have hundreds of hours in that I spent like $2 on.
That's amazing. That's the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of my
I always,
favorites, I think.
I got a Kerbal Space Program through the Humble Bundle,
Yeah.
and that's like a $30 game, and it was like $8.
Yeah.
I always recommend Humble Bundle, and our friends. I'll give them another shout out. Cheap Ass Gamer
Yeah.
website.
Jared
There's
Thorvon shouts out.
always good deals to be found if you're gaming on PC. It seems. Cool. Thanks for your call, Mott Boy.
No problem. See you guys around.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, he hung up. All right. I guess I'll do another. I guess I'll stick around for a little bit.
Okay.
What time is it, anyways?
It's 7.
It's only 7:15.
Okay. We're gonna do it. Josiah.
Are you
What is
recording this,
up, guys?
Eric?
Oh shit! Hang on. I gotta record.
Just say wait. We're gonna record this.
Hold on, Josiah.
All right.
Okay, there you go.
All
Welcome
right.
to the after show.
Hey, Josiah. Josiah, that's kind of like a biblical name, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yep.
What's your favorite Bible story?
That's a hard one. My dad's actually a pastor, so that's why I got that name.
Oh.
Whoa. All right.
But,
what's your least favorite Bible
Oh, that's a
story?
good one.
If you
Yeah.
could take one story
That's
out of the
good.
Bible, what would it be?
Yeah.
Okay, so one story that is absolutely terrible is one. It's in the Old Testament, and it has to do with a guy who ends up going to somebody's house, brings a slave along with him, and throughout the process of the night ends up cutting up his slave, killing his slave, cutting him up into about 20 pieces, and then shipping it to about the 12 tribes of Israel. So
Why do you do that?
Whoa.
Just to be.
I have,
Okay,
yeah, I don't know.
weirdo.
I forget exactly why he did that, but
Well,
yeah,
okay, you want a moral there?
And the moral
But
of
yeah,
the
I
story
mean-
was, don't
Yeah.
do that.
Exactly. But I just wanted to talk to you guys. So like something I had wanted to ask Sean. I've been watching some old videos on his channel,
Oh yeah.
and there's a really funny video called "Good Friend POV."
One of your
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite videos I've done.
Oh my gosh, dude! So I wanted to ask you. So what in the world? Were you actually planning to take Garrett's ice cream and throw it out in the concrete, or was that?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you the story.
that's
Derek was
classic.
there.
Yeah.
Classic. Those of you who haven't seen it, please check out one of my favorite videos I've ever filmed. And no, everything that back in those days with the flip camera, you would just film whatever, and we would. Originally, it was funny that we were dancing, and so I filmed that. And then Garrett saw that I was filming, so he amped it by rubbing the ice cream on his face. And it just kept escalating to the point where I ended up throwing Garrett's ice cream onto the ground and flipping it off. And then it escalated later to Garrett thinking that there's no way that I did it and that Derek had to have done it. It's the best video.
I love that video. But yeah.
So, good friend POV on Yosemite Land. There's also the part 2 where you see Garrett thinking it's Derek.
Yes,
yeah.
and so
Yeah, so
then
no, it wasn't
probably another video on your channel. I literally almost peed myself from laughing. Is the one I think it has to do with SeaWorld.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one's great.
Thank you.
That's another
Yeah.
good one. Yeah.
I've been wanting to do a sequel to that. That's one where I excuse me, I filmed this stock footage I filmed myself of SeaWorld, and then I did the narration for SeaWorld. But in the middle of the narration, I pretended like Garrett and Rock were coming in to shoot me, and then it was like a whole like crime thing. But the footage of SeaWorld kept happening. And I put it up as a guide to SeaWorld, and I have so many comments on that video from moms. Like, I watched this with my daughter, and I'm just like, you started saying, fuck, this is not funny. So I've got a lot of hate on that video, but thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, if you guys are noticing, I'm wearing a Pure Owned shirt. I own
yeah.
Noobs. You guys watch that show?
I never watched it, but we were friends with them. Like
No way.
Friends in the
Such good friends. We
No.
never watched their show.
Well,
Oh, wow.
We were next to them one year. We did a convention at Fan Expo in Canada.
Yeah.
And they were our neighbors, and they were super nice guys. And we're like really, I mean, it wasn't like we were best friends, but we hung out
Right.
the whole weekend. And then later they came to San Diego and they gave us all free passes to their show. I think Rocco went. I was.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, they were cool guys. There's
Yeah,
work on
'cause-
stuff.
I mean, like, not much, but a lot of their stuff they do. They actually just made a movie, like, about a year ago. It's not really that good, because, I mean, a lot of their stuff was made in, like, the late 2000s, and, dude, it is amazing. Like, you guys should all check it out. Their web series was probably the best. They actually made a TV show, too, which I really didn't think was that good.
We met them right before the TV show.
Okay.
So, yeah. Well, cool, dude.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot for calling in, and especially watching my
Yeah, man.
videos. I
Yeah.
need to put a new one up. It's been a long time, so I'll work on that.
yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, you guys have a good
All right,
one.
dude, take it easy.
All right. Next up, let's get. Come on, everybody. Start calling in. Our name is Mega64 Podcast on Skype. Who are we going to talk to? I guess we'll go with Shop.
Hey, Shop.
Shop. Hello, Shop.
I hate Shop.
Back in 15 minutes.
Fuck you, Shop.
Lizard. Let's see Let's talk to the old lizard man. Lizard!
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
what's up?
Hey, man. How are you?
Good.
Doing
Should I
good.
say men's?
That's what you should say. Yep.
Thanks,
Don't
man.
assume my gender, you fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about that whole rule, you know. It's really
This is
just
What's your,
hard life.
listen, what's your question? We'll let it
2016.
slide. What's your question?
You asshole.
I was wondering, I heard Rocco a while ago talking about the new iPhone. I want to know, what do you think about that thing?
Okay.
He thinks
No.
it sucks, and also it's not as good for full cavity insertion as the past ones,
Yeah.
is what he said, and I don't even know
Hey.
what WTF that means.
Listen, can you think of more questions for Rocco or Garrett, and I'll write them on a piece of paper, and then I'll ask him later.
Dude,
and I'll get back to you.
He said the new
is a good
iPhone
idea.
was so fucked up that he was gonna kill somebody, and it was a real politician, is
Yeah.
what he said.
Do you have anything you want to ask Tom Hanks? Because I can
Tom
ask him for you
Hanks.
too.
Shut the.
How's the new movie going? He's in some movie.
Dude,
Okay.
he is in
Oh.
Inferno.
he is
I'm
in-
excited.
He is in the dirtiest porno coming out.
Oh.
It's called Tom Hanks Wanks and Wanks. And it's nothing but solo jerk off vids featuring Tom.
You would think they would call it Tom Lanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he
Yeah.
wanted to make sure his name was in it. He wanted everyone to know it was him.
Yeah, but you know what? He said if it's called Tom Hanks Wanks and Wanks, that will imply that he has the stamina of a goddamn racehorse, and that was a quote from him
That's cool.
that I read.
You heard it from the horse's
I
mouth.
read it in a magazine.
Jeez.
Yeah. Rocco got that magazine article on the iPhone 7, but it wouldn't display properly because the iPhone 7's a piece of shit, according to Rocco.
Jeez. Well, I guess that confirms
Catch
it.
my cum if you can.
I'm not
That's a good
getting that.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in another porno coming out. Actually, he has another one lined up called Blast Away.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see Forrest Pump. That's good. That's a good one. Good
And
one.
this weird tentative title, it's called My Green Dick is as long as a mile.
And Money Pit. They didn't have to change the name.
Yeah. Well, that one's called the Come In Pit.
Yeah.
Really? Who's in that
Honey
one?
Pit. Excuse me, I misread that on the iPhone 7. I can't fucking read anything on the iPhone 7 because the fucking resolution is fucked. Just like the girl in Tom Hanks' new porno, Phil Her. Delphia, where he
Whoa.
plays the character named Delphia, a very horny ex-lawyer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
Have you seen that?
Boy, I heard that you just said, and you know what?
He maybe got a screener.
That reminds me of the I heard when I saw a screener of the new Tom Hanks pornography film Sex Toy Story.
Oh.
Toy Story.
No, Sex Toy.
Sex Toy Story.
Sex. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
watched it. I'm not ashamed to say
Okay.
I watched it. I followed it up with Big Dick.
Don't tell my mom I'm watching this, man.
That's a parody of Big. It's called
Big?
It's called
Oh.
Big Dick.
He also directed a movie called That Thing You Do to My Dick, and that's when it's
Big
a
dick,
lot of
too.
fucking weird stuff they do to it.
Actually,
They do a lot of weird
that
things.
they changed that. It
They
was
did.
it was just called That Thing You Do, but the cover was a picture of Tom Hanks's dick.
Oh.
Oh,
and it was
man.
his finger. It was his
Oh, pointing to it.
Pointing to it.
Oh, man.
It's right there.
That's right.
Oh.
Crazy,
Could be
I
anywhere.
tell you. That's
Here,
what
there.
that crazy
A
guy
whole
is
another
up to.
kettle of fish.
Anals and demons.
Anals and demons.
That's a good one too. And Scully.
From
Scully.
the one movie? Whatever that movie was called. Who knows?
Who even knows?
Not me. Tom Hanks? Someone. Maybe.
You got nailed.
Any other
Yeah.
questions?
got one question for you.
Save you, Mr. Spermbanks.
So, what's the deal with King Kong?
All right. Okay.
All right, who are we going to talk to next?
We tried to save your call as best we could.
Thank you, Lizard. Da
Vinci's chode. That's good.
Let's talk to Savor Dirt.
Yo.
Hello.
Hi.
Hold up one sec. Yep, I'm here. How's you guys' night?
Well, pretty good. How about you?
Alright. Just a bit tired.
Why? What happened?
Oh, I just woke up from a nap.
What time is it where you're at?
It's 7, but I'm lazy.
What time did you go to bed?
I went to bed at like 3 last night.
In the morning? When did
Yeah.
you wake up?
2 or 1.
And then you took a nap at what time?
That's like, it's like 11 hours. That's pretty good.
At like 4?
So you woke up at 2 or 1. So you were up for 2 hours. And you slept another 3.
And then you just woke up.
And then you just woke up.
Pretty
so right
much.
now we're working on like 20 hours of sleep.
Are you going to go back
Yeah.
to bed after this call?
You said you were tired.
Oh, of course not.
Well, you said you were tired.
When do you think you'll go to bed probably tonight?
Huh.
Night? If he's lucky.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
again?
Probably.
You ever
Probably.
stay up till like 5 or 6 in the morning?
I remember when I was like super young, like when I was 10 and doing that, and I regret it.
Whoa.
You were staying up till 6 in the morning?
What are your
Like,
plans for tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow?
Just going to school, coming home, and then probably working on music.
Nice.
Okay, all right. So you have things
What
to
do you,
do.
what do you play, bongos?
No, actually the bass drum and gong marching band.
Oh.
You should try bongos. I bet you'd be good at it.
Oh, I've always wanted to be like that, like Drake from Jenga Josh and have the bongos. He's just awesome at it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Which bass drum do you play?
Bass drum? I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be called. It's just a giant drum that I beat on.
All right, that's a bass
The big
drum.
one. The big drum. All right, cool. All right, let's check and make sure that you're doing all right. Cool. What's your question?
My question is, whether it might be TV shows, games, or movies, or hobbies, what is one thing that you tried getting into or liking, but every time you try, you just hate it, no matter what?
Ooh, good
Any
question.
and all sports.
All sports.
All sports.
Wow.
Watching any and all sports. I can play them.
I don't mind going to a game, like going to with friends to something
Yeah.
like that. But man, following a sports team, I'd rather eat dirt.
Also,
All right,
Jeez.
make Kevin eat dirt.
Yeah.
Twin
Well,
Peaks.
I follow the Chargers and
Kevin
it's like
Easter?
eating dirt.
Twin
so.
Peaks
Today was
and The Wire. Two
Oh.
shows that people swear by. And I watched the first season of both of those shows and was ready to quit.
Evangelion. And I didn't hate it, but I'm so bad at surfing. I tried so many times in my life. I have a surfboard. I go out there, and it's so fucking scary. I can't do it. I can do like a lot of like athletic things I can do, but surfing I just can't figure out where to stand. I fall.
You should get a foam board.
Maybe because whenever I fall, like I wipe out, which is bound to happen. But I'm so fucking scared that board's gonna come hit me in the fucking head, and it's
Yeah.
scary.
I see where you're coming from.
What about you? Dirty?
I can think of 2 right now off the top of my head. One is Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of cards, also Pokemon. I cannot get into Pokemon cards, even though I have like 3 binders full of them. They're just there.
Damn.
And and a TV show is The Walking Dead. I cannot get into that.
Good
No,
for
I never
you.
even tried.
Good for you.
Yeah, I haven't tried either.
Yeah, the reason you can't get into that is because it's garbage. So
Yeah.
it's just
It's
there's
just-
nothing good about it.
I just have so many friends that like every time I come to school, they're always like, "Did you see the new episode of Breaking Bad last night?" I'm like, "Nah, man, I don't like that." and they're like, "What are you, fucking faggot?" And then like,
Whoa, Whoa, you
Yeah,
gotta get
I
new
know.
friends.
Oh, I do.
You're
I
hanging
do.
out with some 2008 friends. You gotta get 2016 friends.
I do.
Dang. How do you come back from like a burn like that? What do you say to them?
Yikes.
I say okay, and then I leave.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't talk to them anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you right now and say, fuck those guys. No wonder you're sleeping so much, trying to avoid your friends.
Well, it's just I think I've had so many shitty friends that even the shitty ones, I go by who's my friend by seeing how shitty they are to me. If they're super shitty, I don't want to be their friends.
Right.
But if they're shitty at times, then they're okay. Because they're able to maintain themselves.
Okay.
You know what?
Wait a minute.
You know what, Save Your Dirt? I need you to realize something for
Yeah.
me, okay? I like you,
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
and
I
you
like you
deserve friends that don't watch The Walking Dead. You deserve that.
You do.
Okay? You're surrounding yourself with all these Walking Dead fans. You're better than that, man.
Yeah, man.
You need to find some people who are on your level.
too. Breaking Bad.
Sure.
Whatever you whatever you want to
level
watch.
you're on, you deserve it, all right?
But just know when your friends are saying things to you, we joke here, but this, we're all friends here. And
Yeah.
if your friends joke around with you, fine. But if they're actually dicks to you, fuck that. Fuck them. You don't need them. You don't need them.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
I want you to go. I want you.
I hung up on him.
Okay, well, Save Your Dirt. What I want you to
We can't
do
hear ya.
is I want you to go to bed now, wake up at 7 a.m., go for a nice walk around the neighborhood, get that fresh air in your nose. It feels so good, and then go kick tomorrow's ass. He's not gonna do that, but I hope you do. Go ahead. Next call. Kip the fuck.
You were telling the other guy that, right?
Yeah. Well, if you if you want to do it too, Kip, I say go for it.
I'll take it.
Waking up at 7 feels nice. You have your whole day ahead of you. Walking out, the morning's still cold. It feels so good.
I agree.
All right, cool. So I'll see you at 7 a.m. for our walk. Kip, what's your question?
What's up?
Well, anyway, I'm gonna start. Just excited that I got into game days because you opened up those extra tickets.
Oh,
I thought I was
perfect.
screwed.
Nice.
Awesome. Can't
Are
wait
you
to
looking forward to our mystery guest?
Oh, absolutely.
Who do you think it is?
I don't want to give anyone's hopes up. I don't want to,
How would you get anybody's hopes
Yeah,
up?
we're not going to confirm
You-
or deny.
You have
You're
no
not gonna
clue
confirm.
who it is. I just want to know what you think. Do you have any speculations? Or maybe you don't. I don't know.
I would just go straight for the gold and say Kojima or someone, but Okay, now
No.
I feel.
We'll say no.
No. That's wrong.
You just said. Okay, all right, whatever. I'm moving on.
My hopes.
I'm just letting you know.
You just crushed my hopes.
No way. It's Kojima. Just
Okay,
letting you know.
you said guess. I guessed,
Ah.
but
No, yeah, okay. We asked for it.
I just gave you. You just fished some information out of me. Exclusive breaking news. Now you know who it's not.
well, okay, all right, I got it.
Yeah.
That's what I went for. But I'm excited to come back. This is gonna be my second year now. Now I know a little bit more about what I should and shouldn't do. Mostly what I should do.
I want to give a clue about who the
No
mystery
clues.
guest is.
No clues. No clues.
Shit.
It's a real celebrity. It's somebody who's been in. Fuck.
No, I wouldn't give any clue.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
I'm
it.
telling you, you're
Mystery.
doing it to the masses, and they're a collective brain. They'll figure it out.
Yeah. They're smart.
You've seen this
They're the
person.
Borg. They're the Borg. You can't tell them anything.
You've seen
They'll
this person.
no,
You've
God.
seen this person.
No, fuck.
You've seen them on stuff
No, God, stop!
outside of Mega64.
What the fuck?
Oh, now they know it's
You're
not my
narrowing it down
dad.
too much.
All right.
They thought it was my dad. Now it's not my
It's
dad.
not something stupid like Sean's dad. It's a real celebrity.
Sorry, Dad.
Shonda's not stupid.
Thank you. Kip the fuck.
Welcome. Just gonna ask. I was there when you went to Chicago for C2E2, and I felt a little bad because you didn't go to one of the acclaimed, famous food places out there. You went to Devil Dogs, right?
No.
We did. Did we? Was it Devil's Dogs that got the bucket of fries that were just covered in like...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes. We went there because, what was it? Illuminati's was
Yeah. It was
too
massive.
busy.
It was
Yeah, we
insane.
went to Devil Dogs.
Yeah.
This is a
So I
second
felt a
choice.
little bad about that.
We went
But,
to Devil Dogs. We went to Squared Circle,
Yeah.
which was a burger place.
This is good.
Which was good. And we went to a couple of pizza places out there. Had some deep dish.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
What did we miss out on?
Well, I moved out to the California area earlier this year, and I got sad because I'm like, I'm not going to be able to eat any of that. But then I realized down in Orange County, right next to Disneyland, there's a place called Portillo's right down the street. So I was wondering if you've ever eaten out there since you've gone to Disneyland so often. You've been in the Anaheim
never
area.
eaten
Never
at
eaten Portillo's.
Portillo's.
I've heard of it, but I've never eaten there.
Best place you can go to. Best place. Apparently, a football coach from Chicago missed it so bad that he had someone bring it out into the Orange County just because he missed it so bad.
Oh. Shit. Well, there you go.
I'm gonna try to get as many people as I can. I got tons of people I know coming up to game days. I'm gonna try to convince them.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was the question.
Good work, Kip. We appreciate it. Anything else?
No, that's my food question. I'll let you go.
All right. Thanks for the call. Portillo's. We'll have to check that out on game days. There's a lot of good food in the Disneyland area, but I usually just go to Denny's. So check that out if you've never been there. DENNYS. Troy, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's happening?
So I was just wondering, you guys were talking about VR earlier, and there's an AR game coming out that's it's like a horror AR game.
Is it called
Night Terrors?
Night Terrors, yes.
Yeah,
I downloaded
demo's
it. I haven't
out right
used it
now.
yet, but I downloaded it.
Yeah, I was playing that. It's pretty interesting. There's a lot of room for improvement, but it's really cool actually.
It's a Kickstarted thing, and basically it maps your house and adds ghosts and stuff. So you're walking
really?
around, and it'll start glitching out, and things will be down your hallways and things like that. So, and I haven't tried it out yet, so I don't know if it works, but that's what they showed when they Kickstarted it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think you're supposed to use it with like Google Cardboard or something like that, but
Really?
I don't know. I don't have it, but it works fine without it.
There's so many warnings when you start it up, though. Like, warning, do not bump into things, and other stuff, so many warnings.
Haven't heard of it, but
yeah.
sounds interesting.
Seems pretty cool. Just came out.
Yeah. All right, can I ask you another question?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, what do you guys think about booby streamers?
What's a booby streamer?
It's like a girl who streams on Twitch, who points the camera at like a really high angle and has like a lot of cleavage showing.
Oh. Heh.
I don't really watch Twitch stuff.
Yeah. You just don't care.
No.
Okay.
Should we care?
Do you
Honestly,
care?
nah.
Do you care, Troy?
Sounds
Do I
like you
care?
gotta.
It sounds
No,
like
I
you
was
vendetta.
just wondering if
something
you
we're not
guys
saying.
were interested about it.
I know what?
find it a
I'm
little
not
interesting.
into that. Like, I don't seek out. We're talking about booby streamers.
What's that?
That's somebody.
I've never heard of it until
it's
this
somebody
second.
with boobs, and they stream with the camera pointed right down their cleavage.
Okay.
I
To
don't
get-
seek out videos like that.
Well, it's not videos, it's streamers.
Right. I don't seek out streams like that or forms of entertainment like that. But I have nothing against them.
But do you think the person doing it is a bad person because they're targeting 12-year-olds on the internet?
I don't
No.
think that is.
I don't think that they're a bad
I don't think they're a
person.
bad person. I don't even necessarily think they're targeting 12-year-olds. I think they're targeting anybody who wants to look at boobs.
Right. Which I'm pretty sure is a lot of people.
Yep.
So I'm sure they have a lot of views.
Do you think that they're bad people?
Here's the thing.
I don't think they're bad people, but I think they create a toxic environment because the chat in those streams are just terrible.
Well, wouldn't that be the commenters creating a toxic environment?
Oh yeah, it's not. Okay, yeah, I guess.
See, this to me, I understand where you're coming from because I feel like there is a lot of anger sometimes when you see a girl capitalizing on her boobs, right? It's like, man, this girl's just showing off her boobs and people are just watching so they could see her boobs. Fuck this whole situation, right? Kind of makes you angry a little bit.
Yeah.
But to me, I feel like, well, that girl's smart because she knows that she's going to be able to manipulate people who are...
She knows how to work it.
You could say, yeah, they're small-minded or they only want one thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like if a person is not ashamed of their own body, then why should they allow somebody else to make them feel ashamed? You know, like, she doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has fans that seem to be supporting her.
And it seems like it's not really harming anyone, I don't think. And if it's Twitch, so it's not like she's like naked or doing like anything like. Honestly, if I was 13 years old, I'd probably fucking love it. And
you know, I almost want to go so far as to say, if I could get away streaming my dick,
yeah,
and make a shit ton of money on that,
yeah,
I might do it.
Yeah.
But I would honestly be scared because I don't know if I would be able to mentally handle any disparaging comments about my dick.
That's true.
If anybody was watching that stream and like, look at this guy's fucking ugly little
You're
dick,
like, okay.
I would be like, all right, show's over, you fuck you. So, I mean,
you know she gets fucked up things about her.
yeah,
You're right. That's
so
smart,
in that way, those girls are braver and stronger than I could ever be.
That's true.
Because I can't put up with that kind of criticism. I'm too weak.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
go ahead.
there was a girl that on Twitch, she just got banned like a few weeks ago because she would stream in a bikini and then play Call of Duty, and then after each game she would like twerk right in front of the cam.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and then she like immediately got banned.
Okay. Well, that's not my job to ban anyone from Twitch, and I can tell you that just hearing about it, that's a funny thing to do.
This is, let me boil it down to what I think. Legitimately, I think this is my purest thought on the subject. Modesty protects people from a corrupt mind, which is to say, like, if Sean's naked and he doesn't care,
right,
then that's fine. It's only when somebody else looks at his naked body and starts judging him and starts making it sexual in their mind, then it turns into a problem. So modesty really just guards against other people's corrupt minds. So you can't blame the person, right? You have to blame the other person who's observing and contextualizing it in a bad way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I also feel like what do 13-year-old kids love?
Minecraft and boobs.
Boobs, Call of Duty, and I'm sure girls twerking, I would imagine. And that girl is doing all of it. And so, I mean...
And in a world, this is what I'm trying to say, in a world where everybody had a clean mind, what would be the point of modesty? If nobody made any sexualization of that girl, she could twerk until the cows come home, it would be a non-issue because people either wouldn't watch it or wouldn't be aroused by it. It's the audience that makes it a toxic situation or turns it into something that is shameful.
100%.
I just love the idea of, all right, I just won Call of Duty. I just killed those fucking guys. That's so fucking funny.
I just wanted to know, I want to know why you went right to, do you think they're bad people?
Honestly, I don't know, because I don't think
that's
they're...
true.
Okay, well, it's not necessarily that. I believe that it's just that, like,
let me give you a hypothetical
they know
situation,
what they're doing.
Troy. I want to
And
give
they
you a
know it's gonna
situation. I want to get your answer.
Okay.
If this girl is a booby streamer, like you say, and one of her fans offered to buy her a paid vacation to Disneyland, and she took it, and she never hung out with that person or said thank you or anything, does that make her a bad person?
Yes, I think she's taking advantage of that viewer. She's leading them on.
Okay, can I ask you something?
Go for it.
When people send us stuff to the PO box, and we open it on camera, and then now we have it like these grapevines or whatever.
Yeah.
Are we bad people for accepting those gifts?
No, because you thank them and you can see like the sincerity. Yeah,
Hey, Derek,
yeah.
who sent you those
Don't you?
grapevines?
I don't even know.
So hey, Troy, is Derek a bad person?
No.
Okay, but I
But-
want to know where that line is drawn.
I think it's a gray area though. And I don't know if I can really describe what's the line.
I don't mean
you know
to
what-
be mean or rude, and this isn't directed at you personally, but I think that there's a lot of judgment passed on a lot of people doing something that you can't personally do, and the knee-jerk reaction is they're bad people, they're taking advantage of a situation, or these other people. And I don't know that that's necessarily the situation that's going on here. I think that they found a niche.
Yeah.
And I think that there are people that are willing to pay for these things.
Right.
And they know what they're getting.
Yes.
100%.
Right.
At no point, I don't think that you're under the impression that what you're paying for is directly going to correlate to something different, or
Right.
and if you are, where's that line drawn? Is that on the person paying for it? Is that on the person receiving it?
Right. And again, it's Twitch, so no one's paying for it unless they want to donate to this person, right?
No, but we're talking about this hypothetical situation.
I know what you're saying.
Can I give you guys a hypothetical?
What?
Can I give you guys a hypothetical?
Yeah,
please.
absolutely.
Oh, please
By
do.
the way,
Okay.
Troy, I really appreciate you sharing your opinion openly and honestly.
I think this. Hey man, honestly, I think this is a really good call. That's why I came back on to the stream. I
Go
think
ahead.
This is a very good call.
Hit us with a hypothetical, Troy.
All right, so a streamer, she gets a lot of viewers. She's somewhat of a titty streamer.
Okay.
She if you donate $5, you can send her a boyfriend application.
Okay.
What's that?
You can
Just
apply
like-
to be her boyfriend for $5?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about that? And she gets about like 10,000 of them.
Okay.
Okay.
So the question is she a bad person? Do we judge her for
Not
that?
necessarily a bad person, but is she taking advantage of her viewers
Can you,
Oh, boy, absolutely not.
Now, can you explain to me how that's different from a Patreon account or calling someone an internet soldier?
Because
I don't.
Also, too, she's accepting applications. She's offering
You don't
a
have to
transaction.
send one in.
But I don't
You
think she's looking at them seriously though.
But maybe she is. That's the thing. Obviously, most of the people who submit applications to a booby Twitch streamer are probably not going to be boyfriend material, right?
Yeah.
Most girls would probably read that application and pass.
How'd you meet? I filled out an application.
But who is to say that fucking Brad Pitt doesn't pay $5 and send an application, and then she's like, "Holy shit, Brad Pitt applied to be my boyfriend." Like, I don't understand. The deal is she's not accepting the applications. I feel like it's a plain offer with a clear transaction, and both parties are not hiding or lying about what the transaction entails.
It's wide open.
It is what it is.
In what way do you think that she would be taking advantage of these people?
I don't necessarily think that she's taking advantage of them. Well, I kind of do, I guess. But it's that I can't really. It's hard to explain myself. Which is kind
I
of
understand
shitty,
where you're coming from, and I've actually had conversations with people about situations like this because I know girls personally who have done stuff like that. Like they're streamers, they have online web presences, and they have fans, male fans who worship that. I mean, it's so clear.
Yeah.
This guy's in love with you. This guy wishes he was your boyfriend, and they offer to pay for these girls to go places. And I say these girls, but honestly, I know this happens with guys too. I know that there are male models out there who have fans that worship them and love them and pay for events and send them prizes. And in all of those instances, I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. Unless the person is explicitly saying, give this to me and we will have a relationship. And then they turn around and say like, nah, fuck you, I lied to you. Then at that point, okay, that's the line for me. When it is like intent to mislead, when it is clear that like, it's clear that there was a lie or,
but it's hard to tell when she's clearly misleading them.
Well, I think it's on the responsibility of the person offering that money to maybe err on the side of I might be misled right now.
Yeah, which is but this is all hypothetical, right? Like, I mean,
well, the boyfriend thing that actually happened.
Really happens.
It does. It does happen.
If they're
it did
operating, if they're operating on these websites within the terms of service, what's?
Yeah, I feel like I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules.
You have an issue with them operating within the terms of service?
Yes, but if they get banned, they just move to like YouTube because like the twerking girl, she got banned on
Twitch. But then
Twitch.
their fans will go to YouTube. Like this girl had fans.
That's fine.
They moved with her, I imagine. But I feel like I don't see who she's hurting by doing her own thing.
Because I think kids, I'm sorry, Derek, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Troy.
Okay, because kids, they go to this chat and they see everyone being like titties, oh, show your tits, and then like they get that mentality with like thinking that's okay.
Well, that's another problem.
Is that on her, the streamer?
No,
That's
no,
not
no.
her fault. Those kids should have parents who are watching the content that
Teaching
they consume.
values like that.
Right. Absolutely. And I feel like it's the parents' jobs to raise kids to their moral standards. It's not, this
Yeah.
girl's responsibility.
Because the parents who have done that, those people aren't in that chat. Like,
Does Beckett watch movie streamers?
He does not.
What?
But if he did when he was 14,
was.
I feel like the equivalent for
Wait,
like
what?
us and our show would be to say like, we are a comedy program and we are in the pursuit of being funny and the things we do here, but sometimes we say really fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Stuff that is probably unacceptable for children to hear.
Absolutely.
And if a child happens to watch our show and hear that stuff, should I take responsibility that the child heard the fucked up shit that I said? If I say something that has a negative influence on a child who watches this program, is it my responsibility what that person does after being under my influence? I would have to say no.
I would
because
agree with
I have
you.
no control over who watches this show.
Right.
And I have no control over what they do.
Yep.
So
And you
all
don't
of
wanna
that
be
is on
censored.
them.
right now we're 4 guys in a hot room. That's what we are. And we're just talking to a camera, like this is what we're doing. And I have no idea who's on the other side of this camera. I have no idea.
Anyways.
And you guys just don't want to be like censored in what you're saying because there's someone might be watching that
Right,
shouldn't
I'm
be.
not going to censor myself because there might be a kid somewhere watching this. I'm not going to.
Okay.
Because it's not my responsibility to say to that kid, you can't watch this because you're 7.
Yeah, and what would be the point of censoring ourselves if people seek out our show? When you're
Yeah.
a movie streamer, you start out with 0 viewers and people find your stream. So it's not like you were playing video games and one day it's like, surprise!
Right.
They knew what they were getting into.
Yeah.
And that's just it. And, go ahead.
I personally feel that people that have strong opinions about like these are bad people and I don't like what they're doing are and I don't know if this is you personally, but I have a generalization that the people that follow this stuff and are like, well, yeah, she got banned from Twitch and now she's on YouTube, are people that are like very into the toxicity of it and very into like being holier than thou when it comes to that, but also are watching.
I'm just not saying I'm above it. I'm saying I'm interested in it. I think it's, I don't know, just the drama, I guess. It's interesting to me.
And I feel like too there's a spectrum, and there's a spectrum of what about it do you find interesting. And for some people it's a curiosity, like this is weird that this even exists, that there's a community of people that watch a show like this. Mm-hmm. But then on the other side of the spectrum, there are people who are like morbidly just fascinated with just the whole, like, I don't even know where I'm going with this anymore. Just they objectify this girl. I feel like it's wrong to tell other people what they need to do. And it doesn't matter if they are a streamer who is showing off their boobs or if they are a fan of that streamer offering to fly that person across the country. You could argue that either of those are destructive behaviors, but I think that those people have the right to do it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I feel like it's telling a girl that she's bad for showing her boobs on a stream is like telling somebody they're bad for smoking cigarettes. Like, yeah, you could argue that there's side effects and it harms people, but ultimately, it's their choice. And that's just it. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I really have felt like as I've gotten older, I've just learned like you do you, I'll do me, and I don't care what other people do. As long as I don't see you physically harming anybody else, if you're doing your own stream, go for it. If you're gonna make your own kind of YouTube videos that I don't think are funny, go for it. It's not my thing. It's fine. I'm not gonna watch it. Like, do your thing. I am not better than you. I'm not worse than you. We're on the same level. We're just fucking people making shit. Like, do your thing. I don't care. It's not my problem.
Also, let's get less. Hey, world. No, not the world. America. Can we get less weird about boobs? In Russia,
That's true.
They have topless women reading the nightly news.
Wow. Whoa.
Let's talk about that, all right? Boobs are not that big of a deal. In fact,
they're really not.
They're not. And I might start streaming with my penis out because I've been inspired.
I don't know. What another little dick.
Okay, well, if anybody fucking makes a comment about that.
Well, there was a good conversation, Troy.
Great call,
All right, thanks.
That was an
I
awesome.
don't know if we
Thanks.
changed your thoughts or you changed my thoughts, but good talking to you.
Thank you, Troy. And you know what, Troy? Be a little bit more forgiving and understanding.
Hey, Troy, you do
I'll
you,
do that,
okay?
man. Hey,
Troy,
hey,
get
posy
on the phone
vibes.
for a little bit.
Everybody just wants to be accepted, right?
Yeah.
Remember that, Troy?
Posy vibes, Troy.
Close that knee
Hey,
gap.
posy.
That's a good call. That's
It was.
20 minutes talking about booby
That was an
streamers.
awesome
I
call.
think, but I really like that. I mean, I just think there are a lot of people who share a similar way of thinking that
Yeah.
Troy
Yeah.
does, and I really don't understand.
But
it.
I don't want to call out Troy, and I don't think
No,
this
no,
is
no.
necessarily him, but I think that there is, you know what? It is like a latent serial killer trait in a lot of people, where it's like if you see something sexual, it brings out this animal rage inside of you.
You get angry. And it's
You
like-
get angry, and maybe it's the part that maybe it's like you're not involved, and maybe you're
Well,
jealous. Like,
I think a lot of it is.
oh, this girl's so attractive, but she'll never notice me because she's catering to all these other fucking guys who give her money. I think there's some sort of like angry,
Impotent rage.
jealous thing that, you know, and it's kind of like messes with your emotions sometimes.
Yeah, I think a lot of times too, a lot of these people I've noticed have come from religious backgrounds, and they're told their whole life that this is bad.
Yeah.
There's repression there.
This
that
is
they have to
bad.
fight
This
with.
is
bad.
evil, and this is the
Yeah.
devil. And so their whole life they have learned that, and so now they're kind of, I don't know, they're
And
coming
again,
to terms
these
with
are
all these things.
generalizations.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying this about Troy or exactly.
No,
Generalization.
Troy was cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
I'm
I
just-
said, there's a spectrum.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
So glad that he called and asked that question. I
Yeah.
thought that was fantastic.
It was
Yeah.
a great question.
It was a good debate. It was a civil debate.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know how it went on.
No one got called a cuck even one time.
Not once. It's pretty good.
It was great.
That's pretty good.
You want to take one more?
Let's do
Sure,
one
I
more.
want to get another juicy
Another
topic like
good
that.
one, right?
Yeah.
We fell into that one too. That was not his original question. Though.
Nope.
No. All right, Metakite.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, how's
Hey,
it going, man?
Hey guys, how's it going?
it's going good.
Pretty
We just,
good.
we just educated some people about sexual acceptance. So it's a good night.
I feel woke.
Yeah, I heard that conversation. It seemed really intense, but it was really enlightening for everybody, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your question? Meta?
Actually, my question is for you, Derek.
All right. I'm scared.
Yeah, you should be.
It's a good one, but
Ooh.
I was really, really impressed and excited by the video you directed for Ray Pilla. I was really
Thank
I didn't
you.
expect that, and I saw them open up for Interpol, so I was wondering how you vibe with those guys, and it must be really, really fun to direct a video for a song that was produced by Julian Casablancas.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning my music videos. I did direct a music video for Ray Pila, and it was cool. Those guys actually came right here to this room, and we shot it on our green screen over the summer. They were really cool. They're a band that they come from Mexico. I think they might even be from Mexico City. So they traveled a long way, and they were like just super happy, stereotypical band. Like when you think of happy-go-lucky guys that just tour around and play music, these guys were just down to party. They were like, hey, if you ever come into Mexico, call us up. We're hanging out. So it was like, all right, like, yeah, just hang out with Ray Pila. And it's always nice to work on a video when you like the music, because I've worked on videos where I didn't like the song, and it's like, you know, it's a treat when you feel like, hey, this is a great song, and I am privileged to have the opportunity to be the guy that makes a thing that shows this song off. Yeah, the song was produced by Julian Casablanca, which was also crazy because you got to communicate not to him directly, but relay messages, kind of like back and forth, play this game of telephone. We're kind of like communicating through management, but still being like, yo, yeah, talking to Julian Casablanca. Which, you know, I'm a big fan of the Strokes, so it was kind of surreal. I was sad, though, when that video came out, because it didn't do as well as I had hoped, considering all the things we just talked about. They're a good band. They're connected with the Strokes. But it did get on like this one best of list, like best music video of the year, number 10. It was some Spanish blog, but I was happy with it.
That's
you know,
pretty cool.
I make music videos. Sometimes they become popular. Other times they kind of just vanish into the ether of the internet. But
I think that's just kind of the way music videos are now.
yeah, it is. And I just like making stuff, you know. It's like instead of working on a short video here, I get to make a music video. It's creative. It's filmmaking. I like doing it.
I mean, major props to you. I was kind of geeking out as soon as I finished the video and saw that you directed it. So just major
nice.
props out.
Thank
You're
you.
getting major props.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the most major props. And I guess the question for all of you guys is, what's your guys' favorite music moment in a video game? I'm just going off the fly, but I mean, I just wanted to call and ask about that video in particular, and also just talk about music with you guys, considering Boomer Cello happened last weekend, so why not?
Right.
Favorite music moment in a video game? Honestly, you know what? When I think of a music moment in a video game, one of my all-time favorites is the opening to Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake Eater, the song Snake Eater, and the whole James Bond opening sequence. I remember the first time I saw that, it was like, hey, I just want to play that video with that song over on like loop on YouTube. And it wasn't even a part of the actual game, it was the opening. It happened before anything else, but I feel like it set this grandiose tone for the game. Like this was a high production Hollywood blockbuster. So that's what stands out to me when you ask that question.
You know,
go ahead.
I was you're talking about intros of games, and honestly, the one that gives me chills was Beatles Rock Band. And I know it's like that is a music game, but that intro movie they made to accompany that game was so cool and well done. It put all their albums like animated them all and brought them all together. It was fucking rad. That I think was mine.
That was great. It's funny because mine's Metal Gear 2. Not the second one, but it's Metal Gear Solid 4. And there's a point in the game where you're crawling through a tunnel and stuff, and it just starts playing the theme as you're doing that, just out of the blue. And I thought that was great. Like, just that one segment.
People are already saying it in the chat, but in Red Dead, when you ride into Mexico for the first
Forgot
time.
about that one.
Yeah. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Everything in Red Dead was awesome. Please re-release that game or make a new one. Please make a new one.
Yep.
Fuck.
I'm assuming you're talking Redemption?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. When you ride into Mexico for the first time, God, I thought that was really cool. It's that's a dope game. That game was so much fun.
That game's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call, man.
No problem. You guys have a good week.
You do the same.
You too. All right, let's do a couple more.
Yeah.
Having fun.
No, I hear you.
Go ahead and call us up, people. We're going to do a couple more calls here.
When the calls are good, they're great.
That's right.
All right, we'll try Jacob.
Oh.
You too. All right, let's do a couple more. Jacob, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's happening, man?
Not much. How you doing?
Good.
Doing pretty good.
Good, dude.
You have a
Nice.
question for us?
I do. I'll give you a choice. I got a pretty serious question, or I have a more fun, more just, regular question. I could take either.
Lay it on us.
Let's
Whatever
do
you
serious.
want.
Okay. All right. So the serious one, I know that we've given a lot of, relationship advice. I know Eric has been big on telling people how to handle relationships and everything.
He's big on
I
the
recently
Big on it.
with out of a long-term relationship over a year, and it was rough. But yeah. So my question is, at what point after breaking up do you say is when it's okay to hook up again or to rebound, or if it's even okay to rebound?
So your question is, you just got out of a long-term relationship that was over a year long,
Yeah.
and you're wondering at what point is it okay
Isn't it?
Are you saying rebound as in randomly just hook up with people, or rebound as in move on, try to seek out the next relationship?
I guess the first one. I'm not really looking to get back into another relationship right out the gate.
Smart, good man.
But you just don't want to feel bad about yourself,
That'd be awful.
right?
But yeah, just
because it sucks. Because did you get dumped or did you dump her?
I got dumped.
Okay.
It was really amicable, and we
I
both
can
were.
tell
Yeah.
by the nature of your question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you had done the dumping, there would be no question.
There would be no question.
Because you would know that you were already ready to move on.
Right.
And I guess it calls into a question of emotional attachment, right? When you are dumped, sometimes you're not ready to break off that emotional connection. If you're doing the dumping, you are absolutely ready to break off that emotional connection.
Right.
You've had time to prepare.
And
You've had time to prepare.
Now, this is what I'm thinking, is that if you were dumped, and you're obviously, I'm imagining, still into this girl, is that safe to say?
I mean, it was amicable, so
Right, but if she if she called you right now and said, let's get back together, you would do it?
Actually, probably not. It's been long. It's been probably 3 or 4 weeks at this point.
Okay, so it feels like you're getting to that point, but I feel like a lot of times people get dumped, whatever, and they're hurting, and they go to somebody else, but all they're really doing is seeing that other person, and that's not fair to the person that you're currently with. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
It sucks for that person who maybe has real feelings for you, and all you're real energy is focused on that person who you're not with.
That's true.
But if you're not thinking about this girl anymore, and I think then that could be the time. If like, you know, it seems like maybe and honestly, like I know, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay, yeah. A year is a long time when you're 19.
Yeah.
It really is. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not trying to diminish anything, but in the grand scheme of things, a year is not a long time. So it sucks now, but when you're 32, when you're 19, it's not going to fucking matter to you. You know?
You're gonna be a
Let
totally
me
different
let me
person.
chime in
You
here.
are.
Let me chime in here.
That's
When I was your age, when you're like 19, 18, 19, 20, and you go through your first big breakup, it is fucking rough. But I'm looking at you. I see you on camera. I can tell you're a good-looking dude.
Good-looking guy.
You're a Mega64 fan, so obviously you're cool.
Cool guy.
I'm confident you're going to get another relationship that is going to be just as meaningful, just as special.
Right.
And honestly, too, that one will probably also fall apart because this
Yeah.
shit just fucking happens.
Yeah, I mean-
It's unavoidable.
Yeah.
You date people
Really-
and they're
really-
great, and then it just doesn't fucking work out for
Right.
whatever reason. And there's so many reasons like that it could not work out, and some of them eat you up inside, like, oh, this fucking girl cheated on me. Ah. And some of them are just like, she dumped me, and I don't know why. And it was a perfect relationship, and it's just over.
Right.
And sometimes it's you, and you're just like, I'm not feeling this anymore. But regardless of what happens, you know, there's always another relationship around the corner. And after this happens a couple of times, at least after this happened to me a couple of times, I realized something, which is, you know what? I was in one relationship. I was in a relationship before. I can be in a relationship again.
Yeah.
The fact that you've even had a good committed relationship means that you are knowledgeable about what it takes to get a relationship, to be in a relationship.
And you learn more with each one.
Yeah.
You absolutely do.
Once
That's
you
true.
get
Yeah,
over
yeah.
that initial hurdle, it's basically like you're in the club or you're not.
Right.
You know, you're not like one of these guys calling up being like, I've never had a girlfriend. I cannot get one. Explain to me how I get one. You don't have that problem.
No.
Yeah.
Your problem is like, and I'm bumming, this thing just ended. Like, when is it okay for me to move on? And the answer is, it's up to you. It's whatever you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You could hook up with a girl the very next day after the breakup. It could be 4 weeks later. The only person it's going to affect is you and your emotions, you know?
Right.
So, really, go for it, man.
Yeah.
Don't even wait.
Honestly, I feel like if you are not hurting the person that you're gonna hook up with and
Mm-hmm.
maybe be in a relationship with because you don't care about that person anymore, then you're fine. You're good to go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Actually, it's funny because tonight I was texting this new hookup who I was thinking about meeting with tonight, and they had a thing, so it didn't really work out. But it was like, I kind of put myself out there as like, yeah, I'm ready to hook up if you'd like, and then it didn't really happen for other reasons. But like, it was really interesting because it was like,
yeah.
And you know what? Let me tell you something, too. Your emotions are going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Your emotions are going to get inside your brain, and they're going to make you fucking do the wrong shit. You're going to feel like, oh, I got this new girl, she's into me, but I don't want to because my emotions are fucking with my brain. You need to take your emotions out of the equation. You need to turn yourself into the love robot, man.
Love Terminator.
The love Terminator. It's all business. Seriously, be a robot. Just think, old girlfriend dumped me, new girlfriend interested, shifting target, proceeding.
And there have been
Because just, you know what? Be logical about it. Recognize the situation, you know, because you need to recognize what's going on in your own life, too. You need to recognize, like, yeah, I did just get dumped. I am emotional right now. Maybe I am going to lash out and do some things just for the momentary comfort, you know. But I feel like if you're honest with yourself and if you're honest with the person that you're talking to a degree that doesn't freak them out, you know, you don't even necessarily need to tell them all this stuff. But if you, what am I trying to say? You know, don't mislead them and make them think you're looking for something that you're not.
Right.
This is kind of the theme of the night. I feel like if everybody's open and honest and doesn't have any shame and has nothing to hide, then everything's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, it's funny because the person I'm hooking up with, or that I have the plan to hook up with, at least, they just got out of a relationship too.
Yeah.
And they like put it on me as like, hey, a rebound would be really nice right now. They said that in
well,
person.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean, that
if-
to me
if
is
they're
like,
thinking that.
yeah, then
And you're thinking it, and both of you know, like, dude, we don't even want to date each other.
right,
We are just a little bit lonely right now. Like,
yeah.
You're a consenting
You're
adult.
both hurting.
It's all good.
You're both hurting, and you both want some sexual healing.
Maybe not even that.
I know, you know what I'm saying though. You know, like
Eric didn't like that term.
When Sean said sexual healing.
it's a song. It's a fucking song.
Listen, man, I think that you'll be okay. You got.
Oh, he's gonna be definitely
You
okay.
got
Oh,
a
fine.
nice
For
jaw,
sure.
You got nice eyebrows, and look
Yeah.
at the way you're wearing your hair with that hat.
Yeah,
You know,
fucking
you're all right.
sick. Yeah.
Just go out, do you. You'll be fine.
And you know what? Sometimes being on your own for a little bit is fine. You find out who you are in those moments. Like, you don't need to rush into finding a girlfriend today. You don't need to worry
true.
about it.
And sometimes this is the situation too. It's like, oh, I want to get back together with my ex-girlfriend, and she can tell, and she's like not interested.
That's definitely true.
And then you're like, fine. I mean, she's not interested. What choice do I have? I have to date somebody else. And you do, and suddenly the girl who was not interested is magically interested
But
again.
don't fall for that.
And then you have this moment where it's like, are we on the same page? Do you want to be together or not? Basically, sometimes just operating with the situation as it has been dealt with you ends in your favor,
Yeah.
When you're not holding on to the past relationship, it kind of lets that person realize what they've lost, maybe.
Right.
And maybe they'll come back, if that's what you want.
Right.
Relationships are fucking tricky.
Yeah,
There's
it's
so
all
much
tricky.
shit to consider at any given
It is.
time.
Torgo in the chat is right. Be happy with yourself. You'll be able to love more.
That's definitely true.
That's
And,
true.
really, this is the time, because I'm telling you right now, you're going to have another girlfriend, several girlfriends,
Who knows?
one or two.
Or, hey,
You're
or,
going
hey,
to get,
You know what? Or boyfriend.
or boyfriend, whoever you want. I don't care. You're going to have another partner in life. You're going to get married sometime in life, but right now, in this moment, you could do literally whatever you want to do. Go do it.
Still young.
Go do what you want to do and be you. No one's going to stop you.
Another quick question. Do you think so my ex is involved, and this is kind of a mistake on my part in retrospect, my ex is involved with a lot of the clubs. I mean, I'm in college, I'm on campus.
Sure.
My ex is involved with a lot of clubs that I'm in, and a lot of groups I'm in, and all kind of our friends are mixed together in a lot of ways.
Right.
And our friends have kind of stayed out of it being a problem. They haven't really taken a side.
Yeah.
But do you think I should kind of look for different groups or different clubs, or do you think I should just suck it up and
This is what I've always done in this situation. If I were you and I had a sticky situation like that, what do I do? How do I act? I always try to envision another guy in my situation, not just any guy. And I've said this before on the podcast. Literally, in your mind, picture the coolest person in the world, the coolest guy in the world, and think, what would the coolest guy in the world do in this situation? Seriously.
You could have just asked me.
Sometimes it's not you. Sometimes, you know what? This is nerdy. This is nerdy. But when I was 22 going through shit like this, to me, the coolest guy in the world was Bruce Wayne. It's a fictional character.
Yeah, right.
But I just think this guy's fucking Batman. This guy's a fucking millionaire playboy.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that issue of Batman where a girl broke up with him and he stayed in his room all night crying? No, because that's not what fucking Bruce Wayne does. He's like, all right, he's cool about it. We're in clubs together. He's amicable with her. He's still friendly with his exes, right? If it becomes awkward, he will be the first person to say, you know what? Maybe I need to take the bigger road and leave this club and give you your space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe if it's not awkward, he's cool enough to say, you know what? We had a relationship. It ended. I still think that we can share this common interest that we have together and be cool. Basically, I recommend just imagine what a person more confident than you would do and do that. And you'll be good.
Yeah.
You'll be good.
Shit, I haven't been acting like Bruce Wayne at all these past couple of weeks.
Yeah, you see
That's your problem.
that you guys.
Fucking wrong,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
That
right. Well,
sucks.
that's why you called us, and now we told you be like Bruce Wayne,
You think when Michelle is mad at Obama, he's sitting around,
sulking.
sulking, playing PlayStation 4 all night, crying himself
No.
to sleep?
He's
Probably
in the
not.
war room, taking care of some shit,
Probably
killing Bin Laden again.
Probably.
Killing Bin Laden again.
And then when that girl's like, maybe we both need to rebound, he's like, maybe you're right. Send.
That was pretty good. That was a good Obama.
That was a good. That was a
commercial.
good
You can
Obama
use
looking
that.
for
Fuck.
a hookup. That was a good impression.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Well then
Next-
I will
Okay,
keep
go
up
ahead.
my hookup. And that sounds like good sage advice.
Yeah.
You're gonna be all right. Maybe it'll work out. And
But
you
I
get back
say
together. Maybe it'll work out, and you move on. But,
I don't think it will. I don't really want it to.
well,
But
good for you. Then you know what? Knowing what you want is the best
Yeah.
position you can be
Knowing
in.
what you want is key.
Because breaking up with somebody and not knowing what you want is a
Yeah.
living hell. So
Yeah.
knowing what you want, man, you're gonna find
Yeah.
your way out.
And there are times where you will get dumped and you know you want that person. That's what you want and you can't have
Yeah.
it. And you also got to
And
learn
it's
how to
not-
deal with that. That also happens in life.
it's funny. It actually went from I want you back to I want you to know that like I'm right, or that like it wasn't my fault that we broke up. It was like both of our fault, you know? It went from like blame shifting in my head, but now it's like I'm starting to realize like I don't know.
You know
Doesn't
what?
matter.
You'll probably in the next coming weeks realize you're happier being alone. You'll realize it makes perfect sense why you broke up, because two people who spend time together and make each other unhappy is never going to work out. It's the clearest sign that despite how great both people are, they need to find other people to be with. And that's just kind of like out of your hands. It's almost like a spiritual like destiny thing. Like I've dated great people and I thought it was going to work out, but ultimately it didn't, and it didn't. And it's just, you know, your soulmate is out there.
Right.
They're looking for you,
Yeah.
man.
She's here right now on this earth waiting for you.
And she just got dumped by her, whatever, loser, not soulmate.
Right. And you'll hear about him later in life.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Your soulmate's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me just say, and this isn't even for you guys, but like one thing I realized that maybe the chat should hear that like in retrospect is one thing I would definitely tell my past self. Do you mind if I say it?
No,
Go ahead. Yeah, please.
I think the biggest thing I realized is don't divulge everything about yourself in the relationship. You know, don't say everything that you're thinking all the time, like still have reservations. Because
No, don't.
Don't say everything you're thinking.
I think
Have
that
a
was
filter of some sort.
But hey, that's in every aspect of life.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. No, it's just funny. Like honesty then becomes sort of like you don't really know what honesty means. Like how far should that go? And that's I don't know.
Honesty is important, but you don't need to be brutally honest.
You know what?
Yeah, I wasn't like
The best relationship you're going to have is the person that you can hang out with forever and never get bored of them. You know, it's like you're hanging out with your best friend. You don't want to force information onto somebody that's going to make them feel uncomfortable. So be cool. You know, when you're hanging out with somebody, whether they're your girlfriend or a good friend, just be cool. I wouldn't sit with these guys and say fucking awkward shit that's on my mind that I know is going to make them feel uncomfortable. So I don't want to do that to a person who I like way more than these guys.
That was my second question. What are your biggest secrets about each other? But yeah. But no, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, person in the chat said it best. Do not tell her that you are Batman. Okay.
Yeah, don't tell her that.
No matter how true it is.
Yeah, some things you got to save for yourself.
I fucked up.
That's right.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
I'll remember that for the
Hey,
next
put
one.
those sad records away. It's time to get a pep up, all right?
Yeah.
You're
They're
all right.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine. Hey, call
Yeah.
us back in a few weeks. Let us know how you're doing. All right.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
All right, Jacob.
Cool. Thanks, Jacob.
All right.
Jacob.
All right. Well, on that note,
I think that was a good one. That's a good
we're
one.
gonna hit the road, everybody. It's been a couple good calls.
I
Very
think we all learned a lot about ourselves and
Yeah.
about the world around
The
us.
hottest fans.
We do.
We do.
Jacob's fucking.
That was
That guy's
a
gonna be
hot
fine.
dude.
He's gonna be fine. He's okay.
He's good.
Jacob, listen, you're a hot dude.
You're fine in more than one way, Jacob. All right. Thank you for hanging out with us this night.
Is it over? Are we still on?
No, it's not.
Oh,
They're still
no,
on.
end it.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
end it.
this. Good night, everyone.
everybody.
Good night, my friends.
Like.
Try it. Hang on. It won't click. Oh, local recording.
Oh shit.
Come on.